Is Haribo yawning with a big open blue mouth, or is his mouth really small inside the blue?
I think Haribo's mouth is really small inside the blue. Winslow's the only one I think that isn't yawning out of the four of us. Because he's different.
Yeah.
The only one I think that
He's still
isn't yawning
sleeping.
out of the four of us. Oh, yeah, that's true. You can see the little Z's.
Yeah.
We are live now.
That isn't yawning out of the four of us. What's your point? You can see the little Z's.
All right.
I love
So, we're back again. Let's do a recap.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Let's do this.
I'll
Let's
give up
go.
Bones one really quick. Alright,
What?
so essentially, so some really, really dumb things happen from one
Yeah.
character's point of view. Nobody on the boat cared to figure out what the fuck was going on. Ziminiar sent Miles on a kind of a wild goose chase while he was like, "Oh hey, let me work with this fucking dog that likes to eat shit," and that didn't lead into anything. Meanwhile, ATP is like, "Oh shit, I got caught by Gilly trying to be sneaky. Now Gilly's not gonna trust me." Sad days, because Haribo's story is usually like the cutest part of all of our stories. And Miles getting close to the same level of just, I don't care anymore about any of these people on this boat. Was getting frustrated, but he was holding his stuff together a bit more than Ziminiar, who was on the deck contemplating burning the sail. And all of this while we're trying to figure out where's the captain, who killed this lady, who, if I remember right's name was Elizabeth? No, Victoria. It was Victoria.
Yeah.
And
I think Elizabeth was the owner, technically.
yes, I think. But
People don't know. She was owned by Gretchen and Hessel.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hansel. Hessel.
Nestle.
And everyone's all like, "I'm sad, but I'm not gonna do anything to help you guys figure out who it is." And we're like, "Oh, also the princess is missing," and they're like, "Not our game at all." Like, but it's your princess, but.
Mm-hmm.
And Ziminiar went down to below the deck because he just was gonna rage quit and not actually do anything, and he figured the one place he would be safe from all the people is next to the corpse. And then, where do we happen to find Millie just chilling?
Millie.
Millie.
What are you chilling?
Yeah, Millie. You know Millie. Millie from Millie.
Is she thoroughly modern?
Gilly,
There we go.
take 3. Because I feel like I screwed up another name in there. So, oh yeah, I did. Elizabeth and Victoria. So take 3 on that one, and Gilly's just sitting there, covered in blood, like, "Sup?"
No,
Yeah.
she said, and I quote, "I've found the captain."
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Which
God.
means
And
she's
also,
done what we
eventually
couldn't.
The dog ate poop.
Yes. The very most MVP of the whole session. Poopy eating poop. Yes.
I am
Truly the
physically
most
disgusted.
The most unforeseen of that entire session was Poopy eating poop.
Oh, the amount of times I've almost choked on this tea. This is a danger drink to be drinking. All right.
Oh my
Oh, you
God.
guys also missed a great thing that Winslow was missing. Winslow also had gone missing. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
One
no,
of your
we,
own.
we read about that for like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Haribo screamed it at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Haribo cared.
I mean, I
Alright.
pointed it out at the beginning because I was very angry that you were shirking your duties.
And
Was he
get into
trapped in
this.
his room?
And let's get into this. So you see Gilly standing there and just kind of smiling, covered in blood, being like, I found the captain as she's pulling on something. Do you guys go to help by any chance?
I say, Gilly, what do you have?
I believe the captain, as she says really excitedly as she is pulling. And you guys, could Ziminiar and Haribo please roll a perception check for me?
Okay.
I already have a reaction that he's gonna do in like 1 second, anyways.
You said
No.
perception?
You said perception.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Ah!
Cool. Thank God you hit the bare minimum. You recognize this voice as you hear just the shuffle. It's like, get off of me! And you see her pull out Winslow. I believe. Oh no. Oh no. Did we pull out Winslow?
Captain
on the-
Winslow?
Is Winslow? Yeah, Winslow's on the screen. Okay.
Oh my god.
I got nervous that Winslow was not on the screen for a hot second there, and I pulled something else. And, yep. So, Winslow, you are out of the box.
I mean, you might have pulled out both.
Am I
Nope.
conscious at this point?
You are.
Okay.
And as you can definitely look back in the box to see what was on top of you.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Yes, please do that.
Do you want me to roll perception?
What's your passive?
12.
Yeah, you could tell there's another body that was on top of you.
No.
Seeing you've never seen the captain. Well, you guys did see him. What's this fucker at?
Is Winslow sticky?
He's also covered in blood. Ooh,
Oh,
that's the
wait.
map.
Ziminiar just puts his face in his hands and just goes, "Oh my God, Haribo, do you want to touch this one or what are we doing here?"
Haribo looks between the four of them and he doesn't know where to start. But he just kind of puts his hands in his head, rubs his temples a little bit. It goes, where do we start with this? Winslow, where were you? Gilly, how did you get down here? I know how you got down here, but why?
And she just kind of stands there still covered and like brushing off her dagger almost that she has, I think. Let me double check that real quick. See if I
Is this-
actually gave it to her or
I'm
not.
saying, do
Is
we
this
see
my
this?
dagger?
Do we see the dagger?
She does have a dagger. Cool. Yeah, so she
Oh,
has
God.
a dagger.
Do we see
Uh,
this too?
Yeah, you see the dagger, and she like wipes it off, and she goes, "I was cutting the ropes off of the captain, and then I guess I pulled on Winslow instead."
Gilly, where did you get that dagger?
I've always had it. It was in my backpack.
What's
Okay, well that's fair. Anyway.
Ziminiar just like Ziminiar just keeps rubbing his face with his hands and goes, "Gilly, I'm not gonna try to send you to your room again. At this point, do you just want to join us and figure this out?"
Of course, as she like holds up her fist, like all like pretty much My Hero Academia style, just like I'll do it, and she's just very excited to be a hero.
Oh my
I
god.
think I just made for a whole year.
So she is like on board with all of this as she steps
That would be the
away, and
first.
you guys are just leaving the captain flopped out of the crate.
Okay. So Haribo asks Gilly again. So, can you tell us before we start questioning you, Winslow, on where you were? Gilly, tell us exactly how you got from your room to here. What were you doing?
I walked and hid a lot.
Tell us the whole story, because otherwise people are going to think you killed the captain. We're going to need to know. And Haribo just has his hand over his eye and kind of like a what is going on kind of gesture. Like, what is.
And she kind of looks at you questioningly, and she goes, I didn't kill the captain. He's still alive. I checked for his pulse, and there was a pulse there.
But people have been looking for him. They're going to think that you took him if we told him or did something to him based on what we found.
Do you even know the last time people saw him?
We'll ask him that.
Nope.
Yes, actually.
And
But you're not there, Miles.
No,
not in
no.
the room.
Yeah, Miles is nowhere.
Oh.
I'm away on business.
And she's like, well,
Haribo, I'm not
essentially...
gonna lie.
Don't interrupt. Gilly, go on.
I left my room. I went up to the watchtower and sat up there for a bit. Saw a few people moving around. Saw Ziminiar come out. So then I immediately moved off of the tower, went on the side of the boat, climbed back up, went down the stairs, hid in one of the bedrooms while I heard you guys stomping around and I think talking to the blacksmith. Then I came down here and I saw Miles searching around in bins, so I thankfully did not get found in any of the bins. He didn't look by the bins in this area, and then I went in this bin because as I was hiding, I saw blood trailing over to this area, and then I found the captain and I guess Winslow, who was already in there somehow. And then I heard you guys talking, and I stayed quiet for a second until I realized the captain was still alive, and then I came out.
Huh. You think Miles would have rolled higher on his investigation rolls to find a trail of blood that a young girl had found with such ease? What are we to do?
It was hidden underneath a lot of things, so, you know.
Yeah, it's never my fault. What are you insinuating?
Weird, I feel like I can see.
Ziminiar, do you hear a voice from nowhere that is telling us we're wrong somehow?
I'm having
don't know,
Jarvis
but-
convey this by
It's
sending.
probably wrong too. Who knows?
Anyways, I'm going back up to the watch area while you guys figure out all of this.
Hang
And
on,
I'm
Gilly.
Hmm?
We need you to stay here right now.
Why? You need
Um,
to talk to Winslow.
We need to talk to Winslow, but we're going to also make sure that the captain knows that you didn't do anything wrong. We want to clear your name first.
Okay. As she goes and she's like, I'm gonna chill in the kitchen then.
Okay, go chill in the kitchen. Maybe
And
wash
she-
some of the blood off you first.
And she walks into the kitchen. She's like, "Outie." So, yep.
Hey, Haribo, quick question.
What?
We're the only ones that saw her like this. We don't really need to clear her name. I don't think the captain's exactly conscious right now.
Yeah,
yet to
but
check
We can
him.
still just figure out.
we haven't even talked to
What's-
him yet. We don't know what he saw first. So we want to make sure that,
Well,
he doesn't blame Princess Gilly. And then tell everybody else.
I mean,
Oh, light ups.
if he blames Princess Gilly, I have a dagger.
Who's that gonna help?
Well, he won't be talking if I use a dagger.
Oh.
Look, these guys don't exactly seem too worried about our Gilly. And I actually asked a couple of them to help us, and they refused pretty much, saying it wasn't their job. So if a few of them have to go, I don't really give a damn.
Wow. Do you
Well,
really
we
need
know
Miles
where
down
you
there
are.
to be the voice of reason?
Miles.
You're not even hearing voice that we're not hearing.
Yeah, a shame. A darn shame.
I keep getting this nagging feeling that we should be doing something like Miles would do. I'm gonna ignore it.
You should be getting a nagging feeling that you're disappointing Miles, because you are.
Miles, would you like to
I'm a
walk
disappointment to Miles
downstairs?
regardless of
No,
what I
I
do.
wouldn't. I would have business up here.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to the other problem. Winslow, what the heck? What are you doing?
Well, I really don't know what happened.
Just so done.
It seems as though I was on the ship and I blinked and I ended up here with something on top of me.
So you got
Ziminiar,
knocked out.
Yeah, I don't know if I got hit with something or what exactly happened,
Did you have a weird dream at all, by any chance?
I remember being in like a mountain area, but it's very foggy.
Mhm.
were you alone?
I think I may have come across somebody.
Ziminiar, just in case the captain wakes
Yeah.
up or anyone comes down here again, do we want to talk to Winslow about this later? Just the three of us?
We can, yeah, we can talk about it to him later. And besides, if we do it alone, that means we're leaving out Miles, and something about that feels nice. But I have a feeling he'd say the same thing about us.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong. So you're saying you don't remember anything at all?
I don't remember much.
Does your head?
No, not really. It doesn't seem like I got hurt. It just seems like a daze, like it was. I was somewhere in the ship, and then all of a sudden I'm here.
Do you remember where you were in the ship to begin with?
I do not recall.
Oh, well. That's no use. Okay.